PCOS is a common health condition related to a woman's hormonal problems. Few of the symptoms include metabolic disorders and an increased insulin level. In this video, we are going to focus on the diet and nutrition strategies, macro and micronutrients, and few herbs that actually work in PCOS treatments. Mediterranean, low glycemic index, and ketogenic diets are the best way to resolve insulin resistance, obesity, and lack of ovulation. The other nutrients that play a role in hormone regulation are increased protein intake and decrease in the refined carbohydrates. If we talk about the micronutrients, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, and inositol are the most vital supplements in the treatment of PCOS symptoms like hyperandrogenism and infertility. Not to mention, cinnamon, curcumin, fennel are some of the herbal remedies that so far show good potential as they create better glycemic control, inflammation reduction, and menstrual cycle regulation. Hi everyone, my name is Tanya. I'm a nutritionist, and through this video, I want to help you manage your PCOS naturally at home through the right knowledge and approach. So let's get into the video. PCOS is an endocrine disorder affecting approximately 18% of women of reproductive age globally. If you are diagnosed with PCOS, you may be having at least two of these following symptoms, which is hyperandrogenism, ovulatory dysfunction, and polycystic ovarian morphology. You may experience insulin resistance, obesity, and inflammation. Insulin resistance also aggravates hyperandrogenism that causes acne, hair loss, and facial hairs. High levels of insulin also disturbs ovarian function, leading to infertility. The body also suffers from high inflammation in PCOS. Specific dietary patterns like low glycemic index diet, Mediterranean diet, and ketogenic diet are really good in showing improvements in insulin sensitivity and hormonal balance in PCOS. So, in a low glycemic index diet, the focus is mainly on whole grains, legumes, and fiber-rich foods, which helps stabilize the blood glucose levels and support ovulation. In the Mediterranean diet, the focus is on anti-inflammatory foods like fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, lean proteins, which contributes to improving hormonal health and cardiovascular health. In the ketogenic diet, which mainly focuses on low carbohydrate intake, promotes weight loss, and enhances insulin sensitivity. Now let's talk about macronutrient composition like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. A high protein and a low carbohydrate diet improves satiety, and it also helps prevent muscle mass, reduces the insulin resistance, and hyperandrogenism. Dietary fat quality also has a major influence with unsaturated fats, particularly omega-3 fatty acids, which has anti-inflammatory properties and also helps in improving insulin resistance. If your diet is high in saturated fat, you may have high levels of androgens in the body. Talking about micronutrients like vitamin D, niacin, magnesium, these nutrients have shown to have a healing effect. It is very common to see vitamin D deficiency in women with PCOS, which also aggravates the insulin resistance and infertility. Adding vitamin D supplements in your diet really helps in improving insulin sensitivity and fertility outcomes. Inositol. It is a naturally occurring sugar alcohol and it has a structure very similar to that of insulin. It helps in increasing the insulin sensitivity and improves the function of ovaries. The supplement form in which inositol is available is myo-inositol and D-chiro-inositol supplements. Some type of herbs like cinnamon, curcumin, and fennel have been shown to improve metabolic health and fertility. Cinnamon has the potential to lower the sugar levels by improving efficiency of insulin and glucose uptake. The active part of turmeric, which is called curcumin, also helps in improving insulin sensitivity, and it also lowers the androgen levels in PCOS women. Fennel seeds is a phytoestrogen and they have potential to regulate the menstrual cycle and improve metabolic health in women with PCOS. The occurrence of PCOS can be decreased if the diet is rich in riboflavin, niacin, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, fiber, and polyunsaturated fatty acids. On the other hand, those whose diet is high in saturated fat and sodium will usually have higher chance of having PCOS. Omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, resveratrol increases hormonal balance and insulin sensitivity in PCOS patients. Vitamin D supplementation can help you with improving fertility and ovulation rate. It's very important for you to have a 3 month to 6 month timely check of vitamin D levels. The deficiency of nutrients like folate, B12, calcium, and zinc are mainly seen to be related with mental health symptoms of PCOS like anxiety and depression. Moving ahead, we are now going to discuss the effect of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and fiber on PCOS. Let's start with discussing the effect of carbohydrate on PCOS. Reducing carbohydrate intake has demonstrated significant benefits for PCOS management. For example, a low carbohydrate ketogenic diet is effective method for losing weight, improving fasting insulin, as well as managing the free testosterone level in obese and overweight women. Some women even become fertile again. Eating a lot of carbohydrates, especially from processed products with high glycemic index, is the reason for high insulin resistance, along with inflammation, which are the regular symptoms of PCOS. Best way of dealing with PCOS is through diet changes that focus on the reduction of carbohydrate and the addition of protein and fat. For example, a diet that is very low in starch has been found to amplify the fat burning mechanism and also reduce the fasting insulin. A low carbohydrate diet with moderate exercise is found to improve glucose metabolism and also increases the chances of natural pregnancy. A low carbohydrate diet where 43% of calorie is contributed by carbohydrate, you will see that only within 2 weeks you will have decrease in fasting insulin levels, and if you continue this approach you will also see improvement in the reproductive and endocrine outcomes in your body. Dairy products and starchy foods also trigger high levels of insulin after meals. Try to reduce the intake of dairy products and starchy carbohydrates for at least 8 weeks, and you will observe an improved fat metabolism in your body. Now let's understand the effect of fats and oils on PCOS. Fats are not only excellent sources of energy, but they also help in cell growth, fetal brain development, body activities, and the absorption of fat soluble vitamins. Fats are usually of two types, saturated and unsaturated. The saturated ones are derived from animals and they solidify at room temperature. They also have a higher risk of cardiovascular diseases. The other type, which is the unsaturated ones, are derived from plants and they are liquid at room temperature, like sunflower, soybean, canola, olive oil, sunflower oil, etc. Now, these unsaturated fats are again divided into monounsaturated and polyunsaturated. So, monounsaturated fats usually contains one double bond in their chemical structure. Few examples of monounsaturated fat are avocado, nuts and seeds, and olive oils. These type of fats help in lowering cholesterol in our body. The polyunsaturated fats are commonly found in sunflower oil, soybean oil, and other vegetable plant oils. They also has the ability to lower LDL, which is considered bad cholesterol in our body. There is one difference between the mono and the polyunsaturated is that the monounsaturated fats also have the property to increase the high density lipoproteins, which is a good fat in our body, also known as the HDL cholesterol. Consuming unsaturated fatty acids has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity. The Mediterranean diet, which is known for its high concentration of monounsaturated fatty acids, which mainly includes plant oils, walnuts, olive oils in the diet, is really helpful in decreasing obesity and insulin resistance in PCOS. Generally, the fat in the diet should not be more than 30% of the total calories that we eat. So if your diet is low in fat and low in carbohydrates, the significant proportion of calories will be coming from protein. A higher protein intake in the diet is also helpful in decreasing the belly fat by increasing the energy expenditure after the meals. So let's understand the effect of protein on PCOS. A high protein diet helps in improving glucose metabolism and weight loss, even without calorie restriction. Moreover, whey protein administration for 1 week will also influence your insulin reaction, which can lead to a balance of glucose in the body. The pattern of a high protein diet in a moderate and balanced diet seems to favor fat loss, and metabolic progress in PCOS. Now let's understand the impact of dietary fiber on PCOS. Dietary fiber is recognized as an essential component in managing the metabolic and reproductive problems, as it can increase insulin sensitivity, glycemic control, and balance the hormones. Low consumption of fiber in the diet can result in high fasting insulin levels as well as high triglycerides level. Dietary fiber is recognized as an essential component in managing the metabolic and reproductive problems, as it can increase the insulin sensitivity, glycemic control, and balance the hormones. Low consumption of fiber in the diet can result in high fasting insulin levels as well as high triglycerides level. Fiber rich diet reduces the androgens and also balances the hyperinsulinemia. Fiber intake can make a person feel full for a long time. Moreover, it can cancel the blood sugar fluctuation and it also minimizes the calorie requirement. Eating low glycemic fiber rich food is very effective in losing weight and controlling PCOS. Increasing the dietary fiber in the diet also helps in increase in the number of eggs in female ovaries. This also is because there is improvement in the gut microbiome in our body. Low glycemic and high fiber diet also helps women in getting their menstrual periods on time and increases their fertility. A diet in which protein comes mainly from plant based sources like pulses, legumes, and lentils. The fiber content of the diet is naturally higher as compared to the animal meats. Just by increasing 5 to 10 gram per day of soluble fiber, there is a 5 to 6% decrease in the LDL cholesterol. So, dietary fiber is a very important component for PCOS treatment. Let's understand the connection between PCOS and vitamins and minerals. If you have the deficiencies of vitamin A, D, E, and K along with B12, you are likely to develop insulin resistance, hyperlipidemia, and obesity. Vitamin E has been seen to significantly diminish the risk of PCOS and other related conditions like hyperlipidemia and insulin resistance. Vitamin D helps in controlling weight and insulin resistance in PCOS women. B12 also has been found to be very important in regulating the symptoms of PCOS. By including vitamin K rich foods in your diet, you can decrease the oxidative stress and improve the glycemic control. A combination of vitamin D, magnesium, zinc, vitamin K, and vitamin E supplementation improves hormonal balance, inflammation, and oxidative stress. Taking calcium and D supplement can significantly improve the lipid profile, menstrual regularity, and the follicular menstruation. Women with PCOS may be more prone to magnesium deficiency, so they should include magnesium rich sources or, if required, magnesium supplements in their diet. Selenium is another micro mineral that has important role to play in women's fertility. Supplementation of 200 micrograms of selenium daily for 8 to 12 weeks helps in improving insulin resistance and oxidative stress. Another important micromineral, that is zinc, plays a lot of important role like insulin synthesis, storage secretion, and enzyme function. Supplementing 4 to 50 mg daily of zinc daily for 8 to 12 weeks results in improvement in insulin resistance. So that's all about the effect of different macronutrients and micronutrients. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Share it with someone who is suffering from PCOS. Thanks again for watching this video. I'll see you soon.